Welcome to UXPin, a powerful tool for designing, prototyping, and developing UI/UX solutions. I'm diving in, so expect me to explore the interface, find all the buttons, and explain exactly what they do. So, UXPin is a comprehensive UX design platform, not just for static mockups, but for interactive prototypes, design systems, and even developer handoff with real code. It allows teams to go from wireframes to polished, code backed systems in one workspace. We'll go through every feature and tap you mentioned, plus anything else that show up as we explore. So on the left, we have five main style tabs. Number one is colors. Your brand palette and reusable color styles. You can click to add, edit, or apply them across all your designs. Next up is the text styles. This includes saved typography presets like headings or body text that you can reuse. So if you tap on this, it's going to be put into our workspace. I'm gonna change it and put in hello, for example. And there you go. So, next up is assets. Basically, these are your different images, icons, or graphic libraries saved from other projects. But there are also a few things that you can get from here that are symbols which you can use in your project right here. As you can see, this one is a truck, and then I'm gonna use a car or whatever, which when I tap on it, there you go. And then we can add another one, but if I want to replace this, for example, I have to select it. As you can see, there's a blue border around it, and I'm going to choose something else like a person. There you go. If I want to change that, I'll select it again. And now I'm going to choose this bike. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For the grid section, this is basically where you can manage column or layout grids to align elements consistently. This makes it so that if you want to align things, you can do so. As you can see, those are the grids and the lines. It makes it way easier to, perfect things whenever we want to. I'm going to put this in the middle of it all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And finally, for components, these are reusable components or symbols which you can drag and drop across screens to maintain consistency. As you can see, this one is like this. Now we can make a new, if you want to edit a phone or something, you could do so. This one is for Samsung, or if you want to make it like that, it's already looking like a phone, honestly. Like if you size it evenly, I'm going to size it to just about the right borders and delete these by pressing on them and then tapping on backspace. And now that we've created this, we can actually go on ahead and put something in the middle and make it look like a phone. So what if I put something like this? There we go. And then add something else at the top like this. And now it looks like an actual phone. So yeah, that is how you can use these components. Basically, they're just, components. It's pretty self-explanatory. They're components which you can add on to your design, which makes things way easier. These tabs are a part of UXPin's design systems, which are a single source of truth for colors, text, assets, layouts, and components. Next up is the toolbar for tools for placing design elements or whatever. First up is Frame. This creates artboards on screen. As you can see, all I have to do is tap on it and then, you know, hold out a rectangle, and now we have a frame. We can even change the color over here at our Properties tab. Basically, if you want to change the color, you're gonna have to tap on this button over here, and now we can change the color. Now for this one, I'm gonna make it green, and if we want to, we could also make this our phone. There you go, and put something here at the top so it looks clean. So there you go. That is how you can create frames. Now if you want to get a box, this basically places in a rectangle shape. This is not a frame. This is different from a frame because the frame is an artboard or a screen. This one is an actual elemental box, which is what most people use. Next up is the pen. This is where you can draw vector shapes. So as you can see, it's like any other pen, like Microsoft Word. You can draw vector shapes with it, and I'm gonna draw more like so. And basically, it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. If you don't want to do these curvy lines, you can just, tap, tap, tap. But what I've been doing is I've been holding it in order to make these curves. So, up next is the text button. Of course, once again, it's all self explanatory. We can type something once we, hold on it. I'm going to put in hi. And there you go. We now have a text which doesn't really show up unless you change the color of it. So I'm going to make it light yellow over there. There we go. So up next is the input. This one is where you can form fields like text or password inputs. So there you go. You can hold it out like that. If you tap on this, you can upload an image from your library, like from your device. Next up is the icon. You can choose from built-in icon libraries or upload an SVG. And then the hotspot, this is where you can get an invisible clickable area for interactions. It's all pretty much the same. You can just, put these wherever. And yeah, for comment, you can add a comment on something like a note to yourself. Like if you were to say something like, make this box yellow, and then you'd put yellow as a code word or something, and then you'd comment that, and there you go. So as you can see, this is a comment right here. If you tap on it, you will see the note slash comment. So now, what do we do? So all of these tools let you draw or drag elements onto the canvas. You can also use keyboard shortcuts like R for rectangle, O for oval, and P for pen, and T for text. On the right, UXPin shows a properties panel, which we just kind of tackled. So I'm going to go back to our frame, and as you can see, these are the properties. You can change the colors, you can change the grid, the size, the width, height, and positions. Basically, everything you'd see in a properties tab, like custom size and whatnot, you will find here. Like if you want to change the border, shadows, inner shadows, background blur, and blur, and much more. It's pretty much like editing an element, which is pretty basic knowledge. So, basically, if you want to change the grid control, this is for if you're editing frame level layouts, and the interaction section. Basically, this is where you can define trigger-based behaviors. You can add states, conditions, variables. UXPin supports advanced interactions like hover, click, input validation, and conditional logic. This panel is your command center for styling, positioning, prototyping logic, and responsive behavior. So, at the top right, there are several buttons. First up, you've got the share. You can get a live link for team or stakeholder preview, preview on a device or preview on a frame. This is where you can simulate your design on a phone or tablet. And then you can tap on Get Code to view CSS, HTML, or React code for selected components. This is great for developer handoff. So these functions make UXPin an all-in-one collaboration tool. The center of your design is your canvas, where you build screens, and on the bottom left, you'll find pages and layers, organize screens, group elements, nest pages, and switch canvas size. On the bottom bar, you can toggle grid visibility, turn on and off on the interaction hotspots, pixel grid, theme mode, accessibility to tools, autosave status, and help menu with shortcuts. So let's wrap it up. Let's review what UXPin is and why it's so powerful. So who is it for? Well, UX and UI designers, product managers, developers, UX researchers, and anyone building digital products. What it does is it supports everything from sketching wireframes to high fidelity prototypes with advanced interactivity like conditional logic, variables, responsive layouts, and reusable components. So, why does it stand out? Well, code quality prototypes like CSS, HTML, and React code are ready for developers. You have built in design systems which have colors, fonts, assets, components, and they're all in sync. Realistic interactions, not just screens, menus open, inputs respond, and flows click through naturally. Team collaboration, live links, comments, device previews, version control, and developer handoff. Shareable specs and code right from the canvas. So UXPin isn't just a design tool. It's a full design to development platform that bridges teams, speeds up handoff, and supports realistic prototyping. If you're building real digital experiences, UXPin speeds up feedback, testing, and implementation, helping avoid wasted time and miscommunications. So thanks for stepping through UXPin with me. If this video helped, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments down below if the tutorial works or if you have any questions. Thank you and goodbye.